What's with the sad face? Oh, okay, I'll count us in. Go. And welcome back. I'm surrounded by people looking at me very differently. And horribly, I'm uncomfortable. You know what? We'll come back to this next week. I'm kidding. Okay, wow.
We play D&D.
Damsels in Dicestress. We're here to play Dungeons and Dragons in a Regency era roleplay of shenanigans, horror, and delights. The campaign itself is called Demons and Daughters, and the demons are the friends we made along the way. Last week, you got home from a little jaunty outing of murder and shenanigans. You found a letter from your new friend,
Mary Ann Calvert.
Yeah, well, I only had Mary Ann Wollstonecraft stuck in my head then. I knew that wasn't it. I was like, she's in that letter. So yeah, it was an interesting letter. There was a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Tension over a card, some sort of playing card that had appeared in your room. And then you all went to sleep through the night. Intro. Then you guys can leave the table again.
Oh.
What?
Oh, everybody's gone. Where were we?
In a carriage.
In a carriage, heading towards 7
Park Lane.
Park Lane.
I think that was right if I've said the wrong.
Just off Regent's Park.
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park. Sure, whatever.
Oh my god, I've never been more scared. Why is she doing this?
The carriage pulls up. The sun is shining through a bright blue morning sky.
Thank you, sir. And I'll pay him.
Mm-hmm. He clips his horses and they clatter off into the distance.
And I'll go knock on his door.
Cool. You wait a few moments. You hear the jangling of keys. Key going into a lock. Clunk. And the door opens to reveal the older man that you'd met previously, Harry Taylor. Well, it seems history is repeating itself again.
Yes, terribly sorry about that.
You're here to see the Viscount, no doubt.
Yes, we have quite urgent business to discuss. I do apologise for the early hour.
It is terribly early.
Yes,
It's not even 6 past the hour yet.
I do apologise for repeating this. I know it is not the done thing, but the circumstances are rather pressing, and I would be very grateful if I could come in and if you were to wake him up.
Very well. He would be displeased if I sent you away. So, come in.
Thank you, sir.
You know where to wait. It may be some time. I'll have to wake him and get him dressed.
That's quite all right.
Mm-hmm. So you enter the drawing room. Do you take a seat?
No, I think she goes to, but it's so scary and overwhelming being back in this house. So she's just gonna kind of pace a little bit, breathe, count, try and think of the candle, and just generally try and keep herself under control.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Make a perception check.
That was cocked. 12.
12. Okay, yeah, the room seems just like you remember it.
Yep.
Instead of a lion's head, there's a tiger's head. It's been replaced. Up on the wall where's the sword and shield, there's just the shield right now. Other than that, everything seems to be the same. And very quickly, you hear feet coming down the stairs after perhaps only 10 minutes. The door opens to the room, and the Viscount, clumsily dressed, messily dressed, you've never seen him so dishevelled, but his clothes are there.
My lord.
Rosalind, Miss Penhallow, I must say I was not expecting you.
Yes, I understand that this must be quite a shock for you, and I apologise for the early hour and the abruptness. I could not wait. I know that we parted on quite the most uncertain terms I've ever been in with anyone.
It's quite...
And I think we have a lot to discuss, if you are willing to discuss it with me, and to promise that we meet to discuss such things under a mutual assured safety. I have come entirely alone and entirely myself, and I do not wish any harm to come of any of this.
Make a persuasion check.
That is a 24.
Please sit down. You must understand that it was never my intention for things to go the way they did, but I simply had no choice in the matter, and I'm glad that you can come before me now so that we can perhaps discuss.
Yes.
Please, sit down, sit down.
Of course, sir. And I will sit.
Mm-hmm.
I will not lie, it has been... The past days have been some of the most difficult of my life. And I have found myself questioning everything that I thought about you. And
I completely understand why you would. And please, I offer you again my deepest apologies, as I did that night.
Yes. I suppose I have a lot of questions.
Of course.
And I suppose you have a lot to ask of me too, because there have been secrets kept on both sides here.
Okay, I will...
That I am sorry also.
I will answer what I am able to, but...
Your interest in my family...
Yes.
...was not merely about me, was it?
I'm afraid not. Though I have always found your company delightful, and I find you quite a remarkable young lady. But no, I will admit that the crux of it was indeed your father.
Yes, and the things I am able to do.
Yes.
I was not supposed to be. It's all been a dreadful mistake.
I suspected as much.
I was not lying to you at all from the start. When we met before, when they went missing, I simply stumbled across things that I did not understand, and the consequences were in motion before it was, well, without time to stop them.
I see.
Is he wearing the ring?
Yeah, you can close your eyes.
Oh my god.
How can I balance that?
That's not there!
It's just a little.
I'm offended. What the fuck? Would you like to answer my question?
He is not wearing the ring.
Okay. There is still much that I don't understand, but if I might ask, why did you need it so badly? What, the things you can do?
Yes.
Is it, are you like my father and
Your father... No, I do not wish to speak ill of your father. He's simply a man out of his depth.
aren't we?
And these are spectacular times, most dangerous times.
Right.
And it falls to people like me to protect all of us from what is out there. Something your father was ill-equipped to do, as he has proved.
If I might, I must ask you to forgive my impertinence, sir. I received some news yesterday, which was quite concerning, about a house guest of yours.
Ah. Yes.
He's here.
He is.
Then I must only say to you that Archibald knows nothing. I know it might seem like a difficult thing to believe, but I understand it was meant for Archibald. Everything my father has, everything he left. But Archibald was not told any of it. And he went to London to seek Papa before having discovered any of it. The clues that were left for him were the things that I found. The ring. Archibald knows nothing, and...
No, I see that now, yes. At first I had thought he was simply lying, and I used what means were at my disposal to eke the truth out of him, but after I saw what you could do that night, I knew that he was in fact telling the truth, and you were your father's protege.
By complete accident. But yes. And so I must ask you. I understand why it may be difficult for you, but it serves no purpose keeping a man who knows nothing and cannot help you. If you need something, I can help you. I know more than he does, than he ever has, and I can do more for you than he can. And if we just devise some cover, some story, I am sure it is within your power to make this time less traumatic for him. But
Make another persuasion check.
that is a dirty 20.
I appreciate you coming here, my dear. It showed great resilience. I'm afraid you have found yourselves thrust into circumstances that are dire indeed. And to show the fortitude that you have, I find it quite admirable. And even to come here after I did what I had to you, of which again I am deeply sorry. I see you have healed well. That is good. It is true your brother has very little use for me now, and I have kept him in some comfort. He is well, I have not mistreated him. But
Insight.
Sure.
It's 20, dirty 20 again. Has he mistreated my brother?
He seems to believe what he's saying. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I'm at liberty to simply allow your brother to leave. He simply knows too much about everything now.
But is there no way to reverse that? With all the great things that exist in the world, surely there is something. Or some way to perhaps convince him that this was some sort of misunderstanding. Or we simply... forgive me for sounding naive, but we simply talk to him and convince him that it is of the utmost importance that he not share what he has learned. If I were to speak to him, to vouch for you, please, I only want the safety of my family.
Make another persuasion check to convince him to let you see him.
Oh, not good. 14.
Perhaps now is not the best time for that.
I see. But what is it that you need from us, from my family? Please, I have only ever wanted their safety and if it is not too much, then anything I can do to what is it that makes you so drawn to us?
Your father was in possession of a great power that rightfully should not have belonged to him. He used it in ways that he felt were correct, but with failing knowledge and a hubris that was... I could no longer watch the man floundering around in the dark, knowing what I know, that power needed to be returned to its rightful place, that it could be used to protect the people of this realm.
He thought that's what he was doing.
Quite rightly he did, yes, and that, unfortunately, was his downfall.
Can I roll insight again?
Sure.
See if he's telling the truth. 16.
He seems to believe he's telling the truth.
And so, you want what? To take what my father has?
I've taken it already. I'm sorry that it came at such a cost for you.
What do you mean by that?
The ring. It harnesses certain relics of time and space. Is a conduit, if you will, to power.
Yes.
And in these days we need all the power that we can, because things are happening at a very quick pace, and someone must be there to stop the inevitable demise.
Were you lying when you said you didn't know what had happened to them? You keep saying was.
I can only surmise that, knowing what we know now of this group of men at the Northumberlands, I cannot see how your father would stand against such power.
But he was still able to use his powers even without the ring.
Yes, I believe once the connection is opened, it is permanent. If you are worried that you will no longer have access to these, I believe you still will. Perhaps it might be more difficult for you, I am not sure, but I have taken as little from you as I could.
It may sound rather childish, but it is my belief that my father is still alive.
Perhaps so.
But if you have what you need from us, I beg you once again to let Archibald go. I am sure there is something that can be done to keep him quiet. Nobody would believe him anyway. He would sound like a madman if he said any of these things to an ordinary person. My mother certainly would not. And if I swore that I believed you and I stood with you, forgive me, but if we were engaged, as I know you wanted, or if it just simply seemed that we were still to be courting or anything of that sort.
Engaged? You would give yourself to me willingly?
If you would free my brother.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
It's a good thing I had that advantage. 25. Jesus Christ, what? If you would protect my brothers, both of them, and my mother.
Bring you into the fold of my household and under my protection. In exchange for your brother's freedom, which will still have to be up for some discussion, the manner of his freedom.
Yes, but he will be free. Even if it takes some time, even if you have to be welcomed into the family first.
I believe this would not be a quick endeavour to convince your mother.
No, not while she is still so in the dark. But if Archibald were to speak his support, he is my male guardian while Papa is still missing.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me, my lord, for being cautious, but my marriage to you will not be for any more means of unexpected nasty surprises.
No, of course.
Insight. I don't fucking know anything.
What did you roll there?
3.
Very nice. It's hard to read. Very well, Miss Rosalind Elizabeth Penhallow. Will you marry me?
In exchange for the freedom and safety of my family.
Yes, I will bring your family under my protection. Your brother will have a level of freedom to be discussed that keeps everybody safe. And I will have your hand in marriage.
And I cannot speak for the others, but if you could extend your protection, if only to not cause them harm. Miss Talia and Miss Agatha.
Of course, they have never been in my targets, in my sights. It's much too modern a term, but you know what I mean.
Insight.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Seems to be telling the truth.
And this is it. All the uncertainty between us must be gone. I will not live a life as your wife where you... I want to know the circumstances that will be surrounding both of us. If I am to be your wife, then I am to be your wife. Not someone for you to keep in the dark, as it were.
You know too much already, it is clear, and you are clearly powerful in your own right. I would not deem to keep you in the dark of things that you may well take a hand in yourselves. The coming times may need all the help I can get.
Then I will try and help you for the sake of my family, and
I will extend the same to you.
thank you. I will. What are you rolling?
Just his normal bad insight rolls.
I'm not lying to him.
It doesn't matter, you rolled a 5, so.
Oh,
And then your answer.
I will, my lord. And though things are uncertain, I will try and bring you joy too.
As will I.
Very well then.
End scene. We'll bring the others back.
Oh, can I leave the table?
And we're back. You both get a reasonably good night's sleep.
Are we re-rolling hit points?
Yes. You can re-roll. You can both have a d6.
2. Hey, snap. Nice.
You wake up in the arms of your lover. You wake up.
Right, well, if I wake up and I'm alone in the room, I'm gonna go and look for people.
Sure, yeah. You head out of your room, heading to where Rosalind might be. You check the training rooms, check the bathrooms, check the kitchens.
Canteen.
Yes, the canteen. Check the main drawing room type area. No sign of her.
Do I see anyone else?
Not this early. I'd say it's 8 o'clock.
And she's nowhere?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go get another sword and I'm leaving.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just so I wake up.
Sure.
I'm gonna go straight to Harold.
Sure. As you leave your room and you open your door, well, I say open, it's still on. As you shift the door away, a package of letters slides and clunks onto the floor. They've been leaning up against the door. Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, Taya, what have you done?
I would say that you're reading those at the same time as you're waltzing around there.
Oh. They're not just for me. Is that fine? Or is that just... I guess I will read mine first. Dearest Agatha, I implore you to read through the entirety of this letter before responding in any way, or indeed before distributing the other enclosed messages. I am putting my trust in you to exercise the patience, caution, and sensibility that I believe you possess more strongly than anyone else at the fraternitas. I have gone to do what needs to be done to save my brother. By the time you are reading this, it is my hope that I have succeeded and Archibald is safe. Please do not give Taya her letter until it is necessary. I beg you. The worst part of all of this is how it will hurt her, and if she reacts too soon out of instinct, it may be that she, you, and others are hurt badly in a far more physical way. What I need from all of you is trust, patience, and respect, though the dead gods know I have not earned it. I have been a fool for so long, and I have caused much pain, fear, and mishap. But I came to London to do the right thing, to step up and be brave, to be a Penhallow, to show my family I could, to save them. And it is my hope that is what I have done today. Though it is neither easy nor pleasant, I have done what was needed, what only I... Oh, fuck me. Are you fucking kidding me?
Keep going. I want to hear the rest of it.
I'm so sorry, Maijai. I've seen it. I am to be the Viscount's wife. Fuck. To give myself up in place of my brother as the Penhallow whom he may question as he pleases. To bind himself to my family and have me as he always wanted. In exchange for my brother's life, I feel this is a small price to pay. In the meantime, it is my desperate hope that as Lady Sullingham, I may move freely in the echelons of society previously barred to us. That I may discover more than ever possible before about all of this, about him, about his intentions and knowledge. I can investigate the orphanages and funds, all without question. I can discover his abilities and weaknesses, and with a little daring, I believe I can feed them back to you. I can be of use in this way. Perhaps with that hat of your father's, simple messages to a postboy or visitor at the doors can be arranged, and a Viscount's wife would always be permitted visits as well as meetings out and about with acceptable friends, social callers, and business associates. We may communicate and arrange meetings through the use of Lucas's stone, perhaps through anonymous letters I can find some way up in Albert's varied social pathways or to the Velvet Masquerade. I've enclosed letters each for Talia, Lucas, and Jonathan. I cannot foresee Archibald ever knowing more than absolutely necessary, so do not expect a visit from him. It is my hope that when the Viscount and I resolve the matter, he may be swiftly sent home to Bledlow for rest and recovery in peace. If anything is to go awry, or if I am to sacrifice the rest of my days to this man, let it be said that I love you, Agatha, and spending these last months getting to know the fine woman you have become has healed the loss of you that I carried for much of my childhood. I am very proud of all you are. Your mind, your courage, your heart, and that wicked shot your father will be proud of are all the most commendable. I hope you will be happy one day, when all of this is over, somewhere safe and beautiful with your Thomas. I hope he is good to you forever. It is what you have always deserved. I hope I shall see, or at the very least speak to you soon. Yours, with hope and trust, Rosalind. P.S. I'm terribly sorry to put another thing on you, but I must add one last note that has just occurred to me. I beg you forgive the delicate topic, but I feel you of all people have the sensibility to deal with this frankly and discreetly. What the fuck? I do not wish to ever become pregnant by that man, much less bear his children. When next you return to the Velvet Masquerade, I would be overwhelmingly grateful if you could perhaps ask Madame to procure me some solution to such an issue that I may ingest without his knowledge. I know some of the ladies there have spoken of such things. I would be truly immensely grateful. Okay. What the fuck?
What do you do next?
I don't fucking know.
I think you can hear increasingly frantic movements as each different room is checked by someone. Definitely getting louder, possibly even stomping at some point. There's a door slam. Yeah.
Can I make the assumption that it's Talia?
No one else really moves around that way, I don't think, here. You can suspect she's already discovered that Rosalind is missing.
Yeah. I'm going to quickly put these letters back into the room.
Mm-hmm.
But keep this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to... God, I don't know what to do.
You can hear her footsteps getting further away. Make an insight check. Or perception? You choose.
My perception is higher. That is 14. No, 16, sorry.
She's leaving. You can hear her leaving.
Oh, God. Fuck me. I'm gonna quickly put my shoes on and run after her.
Heads or tails?
Well, start or game over.
Shouldn't have said that you were putting your shoes on.
Heads.
So that's start, yeah. No. As you run down the corridor, you see these doors. And you can hear it slowly start to lift up.
I'm just going to wait for it to become available again.
And as you stand there, you swear you can hear this do-do-do-do-do-do-do sliff music. No, okay, fine.
Gonna continue waiting.
Cool. You get to the top.
Yeah, I'm heading to the Viscount's.
Cool. Off you go. Have you hidden your sword, or are you just walking down the street holding it?
Well, one of them's a cane, and the other one I will have put through, and I've got the coat on. I've always got the coat on.
While I'm waiting...
And I've got my dagger tucked in as well.
While I'm waiting for the lift, I realise I don't have my bag on me, so I'm just going to quickly run back to my room, get my bag with my guns.
About catching up with me.
I know where you're going, so... yeah, and then I'll go in the lift. And I'm going to run as fast as I can with my fucking Agatha wheezing.
Not got any money on you, have you?
Well, if I know that it's faster to get a carriage, then I'm taking a carriage.
Okay.
Because I know where I'm going.
Okay, you grab some cash before then.
Do I see her, like, getting into a carriage, or am I, like, too far behind?
I mean, that's not you. Both of you roll a d6 and if you roll numbers next to each other, you see each other.
3.
There you go. Then you're just waiting outside trying to howl down a carriage still when she.
I mean, I'm gonna be like moving and trying to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, but like there's okay, but you catch up with her.
Talia, where are you going?
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Talia, Talia, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna fucking kill him. And I will kill anybody who gets in my way. So you can either help me or you can go back. And I keep walking.
I'm gonna keep on following. I don't want her to do it, but God. Can you read what she's given me, please?
Nope, you can tell me while we're moving. Unless a carriage has shown up and we're in a carriage.
Not yet, but you can see one in the distance.
You're not going to like it. Please just don't. She has asked me to. She's told me to. That, she said that you shouldn't react. That you're going.
If she didn't want me to react, she should have said something before she left.
She has to me. Please just read it, please.
I'll stop moving.
The worst part of all of this is how it will hurt her, and if she reacts too soon out of instinct, it may be that she, you, and others are hurt badly in a far more physical way. So
well, she should have thought about that before she fucking left, Agatha! Anywhere closer?
Yeah, the carriage pulls up, sees what a state you're both in, keeps going.
I'll pay you double!
I guess he should roll. But like whether he hears you over the clattering of his horses and stuff. Oh yeah, sure he does. Okay, pulls to a stop.
Park Lane.
Well, very well. It's weird, just been there.
Are you coming?
Sure. You jump in, and the horse clatters up.
However much he asks for.
Mm-hmm. And you clatter your way down the streets to 7 Park Lane. Okay, let's come back to you, I guess.
Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck?
Oh, you didn't see that before?
No.
You did, right?
Do you want to show the audience?
Oh, they've seen it.
Bro.
It looks weirdly like your hand.
Wow, I don't like that.
Yeah, maybe I took a little
Did you
mold.
just get that off of Amazon?
Oh, you were sleeping. I just took a mold of your hand.
I don't like it. It does.
It really does.
Now I've seen it, I can't unsee it. No, ew! Oh my god! I don't want it near me. Take it back. Jesus.
No, why would you do that? Why is it foam? It's
Why?
a rubber hand. Ew.
Yeah, so when we left you, you'd been
The
having
deal had been made.
You'd been having a discussion with the Viscount and come to an arrangement. I feel sure. Very well. Let's go have a discussion with your brother.
Thank you.
This way. And he leads you, down a couple of turns and corridors to a door that he unlocks, which leads you down some stairs to more stairs than you expect for a basement. This seems to be going down like 2 levels, so it's quite a deeply placed basement. And at the end of these stairs, you find yourselves in a small, dimly lit prison cell, I suppose. There are bars from floor to ceiling on one side, with a metal door embedded into them, and on the other side, there is a bed, a writing table, a chair, a reasonably comfortable chair. A chess set sits on the desk, a few little various bits of comfort, and on the bed, your brother, sleeping.
Can I?
Of course.
Archie?
His eyes open.
And I've gone up, so I'm as close to him as I can be.
Sure, yeah, make a perception check.
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ, that's a 4.
Okay. It's hard to tell what sort of condition he's in. He's certainly...
There's no,
He's certainly clean and seems to be reasonably
He's not, bloodied, visibly...
No, there might be... It's dark, so you can't tell. I say on such a low roll, I guess it's too dark to really get a proper look. But he seems clean. Unshaven. So he's got a reasonable beard has grown through, because it's been a while.
Never seen Archie with facial hair before, I don't think. Except his little neat moustache.
Agatha, her knees just kind of tremble for some unknown reason.
What?
Nothing, I'm being silly.
Oh.
He looks good in a beard, is what I was implying there.
Archie? It's me.
Rosalind.
Are you all right?
Yes.
You...
Yes. What are you doing here?
It's all right. It's I'm sure it must have all been so confusing and horrible for you, but it's all right, Archibald. He's going to let you go, and it's all going to be all right.
He's a madman. He talks of...
Archibald, it's all been a colossal misunderstanding, and I'm sorry for what you have been through, but I promise we will explain everything to you in good time. I'll sort of look back at the Viscount to make sure that it's, it's okay, the time I'm taking with him. It's all going to be all right now, Archibald, I promise.
I couldn't find Father.
I know.
I'd only been here a day when the Viscount took me. He's held me here since, how long has it been?
I know, Archibald, that it's been more than a month, I suppose, for you. We've still not had word of him. But things are better than what they were. We have some clues, and while we fear that Papa was, as you may have been able to tell, involved in some quite dangerous things.
I am so confused.
I know, brother. I am sorry. I promise we will explain all of it.
Has he hurt you?
No, he has been very kind to me, and I know that must be very confusing for you too, but...
Deception. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do need... I am lying. I literally am one-handed because of him.
Oh yeah, he's going to make a perception roll. He's a bit fast, but you've reached out to touch him, right, through the bars?
I've got my hand around one of the bars.
I feel like that must put him at at least...
Do you want me to roll
19 or
my lie as well?
I feel like you should roll stealth for your hand.
Okay. Shoot. Okay, 10.
He reaches through the bars and grabs at your other hand that you've been hiding and pulls it forwards to reveal the stump. He did this to you, didn't he? He looks at him.
I'm just going to look at the Viscount because I don't know what he wants me to say.
Yes, it was very unfortunate. This is the first time you've heard this, of course.
It's all right, Archibald. It was all a dreadful misunderstanding, but we have things back on track now.
The good news is I believe you now, if that helps. To him, not to you. Are you all mad? Am I mad?
No, Archibald, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything that you've been through. None of this was supposed to happen like this. It wasn't supposed to be like this, but...
It really wasn't. It was never my intentions for things to go as far as they have, but... I'm just afraid that sometimes the ends justifies the means.
I promise, Archibald, we will explain everything and you'll be able to go back home. And you're going to see your wife again and things will go back to some semblance of normal while we keep looking for Father.
Jane, is she well?
His wife is also called Jane.
Wait, now I get confused, yes.
That's canon now. His wife is also called Jane.
I thought she was called Mary.
Same, but I just made that up. That was never
Jane
said
White
in the
and
show.
Jane Brown.
Well, she's Jane Penhallow now, I suppose. Yeah. Are we going with, is she called Jane?
Yep.
In ode to Jane Austen.
Yeah, RG. Alright, so completely lost the moment there.
I suppose about now, maybe, you arrive at the house.
Oh god.
In fact, I already said you did, didn't I? Yeah, and he clatters off into the distance. So you're standing outside the house.
Well, I'm banging on the door.
Cool.
Talia, please.
Shut up!
Please just listen to me. She said that...
If she had something to say, she should have said it to me herself. I'm banging on the door. And if nobody answers in like 2 minutes, I'm kicking the door open.
Oh, you don't have to wait 2 minutes. Within 30 seconds or so, an older gentleman that you met before, his name is...
Something.
Yeah.
Harry or Henry or...
Harry Taylor, opens the door. There's really no...
I suggest you get out the way.
I
suggest you get out the fucking way.
Can we hear? Can I in the basement?
Sure, well, we'll all roll perceptions.
I am trying
15, please.
On natural 20.
I am trying to grab onto Talia and like pull her away.
I believe we have someone at the door.
Yes,
Wait right here.
Has he moved out the way yet?
The man? No.
I'm swinging for him.
You're gonna swing for
Yes.
him. Okay.
I am holding
Or attack.
your arm, by the way.
Agatha.
I'm holding...
I'm really like Agatha. You
So
should.
then attack with disadvantage because you're grappled.
Does a
It's gotta be a...
21.
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Are you pulling your punch?
Nope.
Okay. Do you roll a minimum of 5?
Yeah, that's 8.
Yeah, he's dead.
Cool.
You punch your fist straight into
7. But he's
face?
So we've heard. So we are going upstairs.
Yes.
Yes.
Describe how you kill this man.
I punch him out the way and I guess he falls to the floor.
Sure, yeah, you put your fist right into his head.
I gave him a chance to get out of my way.
He falls backwards, hits his head on something hard. The stairs are there, so as he falls backwards, he hits his head and you just murdered a man.
Cool. I'm heading in and I'm going to start looking for them.
Talia, please.
I mean, we're coming up, so I'm presuming we're going to meet in the middle. So.
You'll meet just a few. You get a few more steps into the corridor, and the Viscount and you behind him speedily walk around the corner.
Rosalind, I tried to stop her.
I wrote to all of you. I'm I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm throwing a dagger at him.
Talia!
Okay. Throw the dagger at him.
Sort of want it to go past him. I don't want to actually hit him.
Oh, in that case, just roll dexterity then? Athletics? Maybe?
I mean, it's trash, whatever. 9.
Oh, then yeah, go.
Why are all the other letters over there, bitch?
Okay, so you tried to roll it past both of them.
Well, I'm not rolling the side that throwing it the side she's on. I'm definitely throwing it like the other side of him.
Yeah. Okay, roll 1d6. If you roll a 1, you hit.
3.
Okay. Okay, no, it misses everybody. It just clatters impotently to the floor.
Sure.
Impotent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. My lord might have a moment. I should have.
Yes, let me. Please, I suggest calmness.
I suggest you shut the fuck up before I try and hurt you again.
There is no need for that.
Might I have a word with them alone, please, sir?
Yes, please go to the drawing room.
Yes.
I'm going to see what I can do here with Harry.
I've just noticed that he's dead.
Make a perception check. You know what? No, it's obvious. I just feel like his eyes are just like, he's dead, yeah. And that's when he sort of really...
I gave him the chance to get out of the way. He decided to not move. Maybe you shouldn't have people who you could get hurt around you.
He was a good man.
It's a shame.
He had a family.
It's your fault. And I spit at him and I walked towards the drawing room.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will follow in, I presume, with Agatha.
And I promise I tried to stop her.
Have you read, Talia? I wrote to you. I'm sorry. I don't know what either of you want me to say. He has Archibald. What was I supposed to do?
You were supposed to fucking talk to me, Rosalind.
I wrote, but you
told me not to give it to her.
I said unless it was necessary, and I think that coming to his house is quite necessary. I'm sorry, you cannot.
You lay in bed and you told me that you fucking love me and then you leave. And you knew what your plan was and you fucking left without me. I would have gone with you. I would have agreed to anything that you said. I would have agreed to fucking anything. And you didn't fucking tell me.
I thought...
You didn't tell me and you had every opportunity to.
I'm sorry, I could not have imagined a world where you'd let me do this.
Do you not think that I would have done anything that you asked of me?
But
I would have done anything. I would rather die than not do whatever you asked me to, but you didn't fucking ask for anything. You just left me alone to do it alone again. Just when I thought I'd got you back.
I'm sorry.
I would have gone along with any plan or any scheme or anything that you asked for.
Cliffhanger ending.
Some